Alright, hello everyone. Milano Hole 6 par 5 here we're looking at, and I just wanted to take a look here. I'm assuming if we get it downwind, we can actually, that's probably the purpose of that fairway. It's more for apocalypse with a berserker downwind, and that's going to be pretty much its sole purpose. Aside from that, if you guys have seen a lot of my content, I'm going to encourage you guys to set up kind of on the left half of this fairway, kind of like this, and play max rings with some curl. I am going to back off the curl just a little bit in a situation like this because of the fact that the wind angle is left to right, which is going to help the ball maneuver back to the right on its own. So you can see that it is still getting very aggressive on that right corner. But foremost, we just want to get this out in play and try to focus on, I took off a lot of topspin there. I played it much more like an apoc 5. So I did that kind of for your guys' benefit so you could see similarly how you could get out in a headwind like this. Even if you had like an apoc 4, for example, you could still get out to where I was at there with a Kingmaker ball, no question. Thor's hammer as well. If I was this guy into a headwind, I would use a Kingmaker as opposed to a Titan ball. One of the advantages to using Katana for me is having that extra side spin. It's going to make the second shot very easy, and it kind of turns it to a very makeable shot, from a somewhat makeable shot to a very makeable shot when you have this extra side spin. So what you're going to see me do is, I kind of play around with the spin, backspin, and I just try to get it kind of set. Here you're going to see me put it just a little bit short and to the right because I'm trying to anticipate how it's going to hop off this hill. So here you're going to see me set up here. You can see I'm right into max, just barely. I am going to play it very close to max, which is, for me, 1.2 per ring, but I am going to come in slightly. And the biggest reason for that is the elevation change between where I was originally aiming and putting it down here on this flat surface. So you have to always consider that when you move to a lower target, that you can't quite move as much. And you can see that I did anticipate it pretty well, but it was a little bit more of an over. Another thing, I might have went slightly too many rings and might not quite have needed quite that much. But you can see that, it did spring up a little bit more towards the hole than what you saw on the ball guide. So you just got to kind of hone in on that adjustment and kind of have both things going for you. Not only do you have to focus on how much to play for that, but you also have to have a proper wind play. And in my opinion, I feel like I might have just gone a little bit over because you could see where I was originally setting up to where I actually came to rest was very much lower, so probably could have played maybe even a full one ring under there in that situation. But you can see, playing this bump shot, it's going to be very safe shot. You can see that my opponent comes up short and still easily gets it up there, no question. So there's real low risk. I really do recommend going that left method. It'd be nice to see if we ever get the wind, just to see what we can do with, say, a berserker ball and put it down, maybe get it up towards the green. The only problem is the angle is so bad on that hole. I really feel that getting it up there by the green really isn't necessarily going to give you any more of a holdout opportunity, because you're going to have to still do some kind of bump shot into this fringe, which can cause it to be kind of unreliable to a sense with such a tight pin location. But we'll try to figure it out. Hopefully come tournament time, we'll be good to go. Let's see what they give us for a shootout here. Been trying to get this one new hole, barely ever comes up. It looks like we're getting the old hole, so I'm not going to split the videos for the old hole. I'll just keep it, and it'll be supplemental to you guys. You can use this content to kind of to your advantage. And you can see what I'm doing with my ball guide, just kind of putting it short and to the right. Aside from that, we're going to play more of a min club adjustment, maybe in in the neighborhood of 1.5 per ring is kind of what I'm thinking about. So you're going to see me go right around 5 rings here, which is, you know, a bit of an underplay. So didn't want the great ball. I know that's going to end up costing me a little bit of precision, and you can see me shooting it out to the right 1.5 yards because of that, and could be a result as to losing the shootout as well. We'll just have to see how well my guy can predict the wind, and we'll see if he get his perfect ball as well. So far everything that he's doing looks okay. He's taking off some spin now. I wouldn't do that. I really like keeping the guide short. It's going to be a lot harder for him to do this correctly. He's going to have to do more of an overplay. So if he was to, for instance, go maybe like 7 rings, this would probably be a better shot. Here you can see he's kind of short hitting a little bit, which is actually going to help his case. And he also put some curl on. But all things considered, you know, he is going to be offline as well. And here you see that it comes into the right, and it's just kind of, you know, collectively just doing all these things are the things that you always want to be thinking about. And, you know, it's going to lead you to more consistent results if you're a little bit more precise with your movements. And of course, if you know, set up similarly to how I am and execute your perfect ball, more times than not, you're going to come away with a really awesome shot on that hole, because, you know, I really do have that one quite dialed in, and it's definitely challenging to beat me on that one. But again, you know, missing my perfect ball can put it out to the right, and those are the type of things that you just want to work on kind of reducing, and you guys will greatly increase your game if you can kind of anticipate those second, third, fourth bounces and kind of set up your ball guide, but additionally also, you know, honing in on that perfect ball, because that's going to, you know, win you a lot more shootouts. So good luck there, and catch you guys on the next one.